All right, what is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? This is going to be something different today. In this video, I'm going to be going over the Oblivion Remaster, all the leaks, all the fun stuff about that. No Troy today, just me. Going to be doing something a little bit different. It's not going to really be a whole podcast, I guess you'd say. It's going to be more of an informative update video. Just trying something different here. But anyways, let's go ahead and dig into it. I'm going to be going over all this Oblivion information we have. Probably not going to be a super long video, but going to be, I don't know, just going to go over some things and show you guys some comparisons from the original Oblivion to the remaster. It's more of a remake in my opinion than a remaster. They're calling it a remaster, but it really, looks like a remake. All right. So let's go ahead and we're going to start right here on Twitter, X, whatever you guys want to call it. We're going to go ahead and dig right into it. So right here we got Michael, Legacy Killer HD handle. The Elderscrolls 4 Oblivion Remaster images / details have been leaked. Now this came out the other day. I'm recording this on April 18th, the morning of. And this came out a couple days ago. This was actually found by somebody pressing right-clicking on their computer browser page and then going to inspect like this. And then you can go ahead and somehow, they're a lot smarter than me, and you can actually find like the files and like pictures that were on the Virtuos studio website, which they took down, funny enough, right after that was discovered. But anyways, yeah, somebody went on there, and Virtuos is the studio, for you guys that don't know, that is remastering the game. It's not going to be from Bethesda, it's going to be from Virtuos, and yeah, they found it on there and they took it down, so that's pretty damning evidence in my opinion. And here we're going to go over the changes that have been made, or what is rumored to have been made. Blocking inspired by Souls-like games. So, I'm just going to give you guys something nice to look at. This is one of the leaked images. Blocking inspired by, Souls-like game. So it's going to be different from what we've seen in the normal Oblivion, in the vanilla game. Blocking was pretty crappy. I might have some gameplay of it on the screen for you guys to see too. Really nothing crazy. I mean, the game was so amazing for its time. So it was very innovative, but in modern day, we have a lot better, gameplay wise than what it had to offer back then. So that's a very good upgrade. Sneak icons now highlighted. The sneaking was all right in that game. It wasn't amazing by any means, but again, you can forgive a lot with this game because it was really, a waymaker for every RPG. This was the open world game that started them all. Stamina system modified, that's good. The stamina system was, an issue with the game. Really, the leveling in general, we might get into that later. HUD changed. I like the HUD. I thought it was good for the time, but I mean, I won't be necessarily hurt if they're changing the HUD because, I mean, it is a HUD. I just hope, it isn't bad. Hit reactions added. Okay, that's cool. Archery overhauled. Archery was terrible. That is one thing I will say in Oblivion. The archery was absolutely terrible. I mean, the combat in general wasn't very good. But again, we didn't love Oblivion for its combat. We loved it for its open world, for its characters, for its just, vibrant world, gorgeous, beautiful Tolkien-esque world that we could explore. That's why we liked Oblivion. Yeah. And we're going to go over the pictures right here. You guys have seen, this one on the screen. It shows Skingrad Castle. There's the goblins, excuse me. Looks like there's somebody crouching down. And so I guess that's going to remain. That was one thing. When you crouch down in Oblivion, you drew the bow, horizontally instead of vertically. So it looks like they're keeping that in line here. So that is one of the few good things about the archery that I thought was really cool anyways. Just something different, something unique. And yeah, looks like they're keeping that. You can see the braziers now on the bridge. They didn't have that previously. But we're gonna go here in the game here in a little bit, and I'm going to show you guys the side-by-sides, and you guys can see for yourself. But yeah, Got that. And then what do we have here? The interior of a tavern, it looks like. Again, I don't necessarily know where this particular tavern is, so I'm not going to go here, but I know all the other big locations, so we can check that out. And then here we go. We have a direct side-by-side. We have the Alien Ruins and the sewer exit. When you get out into the world, I mean, what an iconic moment. In my opinion, that is probably the most iconic moment in gaming for me. The only thing I could really compare it to is maybe an Elden Ring when you step out, but even then I experienced it in this first, so it's always going to hold that special place that no other game really is ever going to be able to come up to. Skyrim was also another one that did a pretty good job with that, but I mean, this one in Oblivion, when you exited the sewer, I mean, it was just a completely different experience. You were stepping into this vast open world where you could do any and almost everything. We have the Spriggan right here. Definitely some details that are upgraded. Some looks like horns on the top of her head. Looks like she has more of a tree bark style, like, armor. Just everything looks better. The grass, there's really no grass in Oblivion. Here we can see the grass and the foliage and all that, the trees. I mean, this just looks gorgeous, guys. I'm going to say it right here and right now. I think the Oblivion Remaster will look better than the Elderscrolls 6. Hot take. I mean, that's just my opinion, but I think it'll look really good and be one of the better games that we've seen in a while. And then, again, here, side by side, Alien Ruins, the exit. Hopefully, this is just a time of day change, and it looks a little more like what it looks like in the original, because that was one of my favorite things about the original, was the lush and just vibrant and gorgeous, green, blue, turquoise-ish a look, feel that the game had to it, and not this Fallout style that we have right here. But like I said, hopefully it's just a either dusk or dawn or something, and this isn't the way it actually looks. But even if it is, it's not the end of the world, but it would, kind of just suck. And here we have the case, or the icon, the logo, whatever you want to call it. This will just be, I think, for the base edition. How badass can it be? It's so simple, but so badass. This is just awesome, guys. I mean, I don't know what more you could really ask for. I think it looks spectacular. I think it looks awesome, and there's really not a whole lot to say. You have the, Imperial armor, the Imperial Guard armor, the iconic sword and shield, the iconic armor, the Oblivion symbol, the Oblivion Gate, and you have a castle in the background. I think it's the Imperial City. I can't really tell. But yeah, looks awesome, guys. Cannot wait. And we got a couple more things. Here, you guys probably won't really be able to see it that well, but it's the case, and then the deluxe edition, there's some horse armor. It looks like that's the Shivering Isles guy down there. Kind of hard to see, so I'm not going to leave it up for too long. But yeah, some different weapons, it looks like, so I don't know necessarily if they're adding anything or what's going on there, but we'll find out as we get closer to the reveal of the game, or the shadow drop as they're calling it. And here we have the Oblivion Gate. And all I can say is wow, because in the base Oblivion, I mean, the Oblivion Gate looked cool and it was really neat. But I mean, just the skyline, man, it's like an Aurora Borealis, but like an evil one. I don't know. Oblivion is my favorite video game of all time. I've said that, but there's really just a special place in my heart for this game. It has done something that really no other game, the only thing that's really gotten close is Skyrim and Elden Ring have done, and just made me just so immersed in the world, and just make me feel like I am in an RPG, make me feel like I am in a D&D type, world. Like I'm not in this life, but I'm in like the game. It literally just makes me feel like that because the immersion in the world, and I'm just so excited. I'm like, this is probably the most anticipated, the most excited I've ever been for a game, just because this game just holds such a special place in my heart from when I was playing it as a child. I remember I played it on the PS3 first. I went over to my aunt's house. My uncle owned a PlayStation 3. I didn't have a 360 or PS3 at the time, and they were talking about this cool game where you could do all this stuff, and it was like D&D, but it's not, and you can explore and do all this stuff. And from the second I played it, I was just mesmerized when I exited the Imperial City sewers, as you can see right here. And that is not the Skyrim symbol. A lot of people think that's Skyrim symbol. That is not. That is the Elder Scrolls symbol, actually, right there with that dragon. But it's just gorgeous. It is gorgeous. The gate is gorgeous. As you guys will see later, it's they added a lot because the original gate, it kind of looked pretty bad. But it got a complete overhaul. And this is what I'm saying. This is not a remaster. This is a remake, in my opinion, because we throw around the term remaster very lightly, and they've just added so much depth and so much stuff into this that I think it doesn't warrant it. Here's the deluxe edition cover. My God, I mean, I'm going to buy it physically and digitally. I'm going to buy it digitally so I can play it immediately. I'm going to get it physically as well because I'm going to have to own this game. It is my favorite game of all time. I've said it. I will keep saying it. I'm sorry. But, I mean, as you guys can tell, I'm a pretty big fan of this game. Pretty hard for you guys to see. I don't know. It's the original guidebook. I love the game. And I'll show you guys this one. Is it loaded in? Text. It looks really good, but the pictures aren't really, amazing. But you guys can tell. I mean, this is obviously the newer one. And my God, like you can even see the Borealis shining. You can see the mountain outline. I mean, just so much detail that wasn't there originally. And right before we dive into the game and go into the side-by-sides and all that, like from what I'm going to do in the game, we can just play the game and I can talk about my experience with the game, talk about what I know going on about this. We are going to go ahead and show some more of the leaks right here. And yeah. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remaster seemingly launching on April 21st, 2025. So what? That's this upcoming Monday. And guys, this is a Game Pass day one release possibly. That's what they're saying. So if you have Game Pass, get excited because there is a absolute banger getting ready to drop on Game Pass and Cloud Gaming. Here we have Raven, and I don't know if you guys know who the YouTuber Horse Armor is. He does a lot of Bethesda videos. He's a really good YouTuber. He's an up-and-coming YouTuber. Has 4,000-ish subscribers. I subscribe to him. You guys should as well. Definitely, worth watching. And one of his channel members, one of his subscribers, one of his friends, whatever you want to call it, actually is the person, this Raven person, who went ahead and messaged the Xbox support on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. And as you're going to see right here, we're going to go over these messages. It's even more reason to get excited. This is the official Xbox support, guys. This is not smoke getting blown. This is the official Xbox support. Whether it's AI, whether it's a person. I mean, it's a person. But even if it was AI, this is the official Xbox, guys. He went ahead and said, I was wondering if the Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remaster will be available to play on Cloud Gaming. And then they reply, yes. Thank you for your reply, Raven. Yes, the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered will be available for cloud gaming. It is set to be released on Xbox Series X/S, Xbox One. Additionally, it will be accessible through Xbox Game Pass, which supports cloud gaming, allowing you to play anywhere with a compatible device and internet connection. For more details, please check the link. We hope we are able to answer your question. Continues. It is set to release on April 21st, 2025. Like I said, guys, that is this upcoming Monday. That is what, I don't have them all right here. Maybe I can put some screenshots in when I'm editing this. But that is what a lot of like the leakers who have been talking about this game for almost a year now have been saying that this game was coming out, sometime early in 2025, sometime around this April time frame. So everything is coming together. Everybody that was calling us all these names, calling us, or saying all this stuff, copium, you guys are just hoping, there's no evidence, this, that, the third. The insiders know what they're talking about. Not always, but where there's smoke, there's fire. And there has been a raging, wildfire going on with this Oblivion Remaster. And, Xbox support themselves. You guys can see this confirmation. AI or not, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered is set to release on April 21st, 2025. So, again, guys, go ahead and follow all these guys. Maybe not IGN. I'm joking. IGN's all right. They're not like they used to be. But yeah, Horse Armor, definitely give him a follow. And yeah. All right, so I'm going to go into Oblivion. I'll be right back with the power of editing, and I'm going to show you guys some side-by-sides. All right, guys, so like I said before, here we are exiting the Imperial City Sewer District, and you guys can see right here, here they are, the Iliad Ruins, and there's definitely a change from before. I mean, this looks good for its time, like I stated earlier. This all looks very good for its time. But it looks so much better in this leaked picture. It looks so much better. I mean, just the detail and the rendering distance. You guys can see the rocks that you can't even see here. You can see all the grass. You can see just so much more detail. And then, you know, here we go. Here's the gate. Quite a big difference. What, we got a pesky little mud crab? Yeah. Yeah, buddy. I don't think so. And as you guys can see, the floaty combat. You know, hopefully they change that a little bit. Huh. Oh, yeah, the lockpick. Nice. But, yeah. As, you know, I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by that mud crab. We have the Imperial City Sewer Gate right here, and just as you can see, the detail in the new one is just crazy. It's absolutely spectacular how this looks compared to the original one, even though, like I've said, and I'm going to keep saying, very good for its time, but, you know, it's been 20 almost years, which... I can't even believe I'm saying that. I'm going to be 25 this year, and it's making me feel so damn old just saying that. I mean, time really does fly. If you guys are young watching this, after high school, time just goes by like that. It just flies. So enjoy being in school while you can. Enjoy living life while you can. I know this isn't, you know, related to the game, but this is just a rant for me. Enjoy life when you're young. Enjoy life as you go. And, you might be young watching this and think, you know, I can't wait to to grow up. I can't wait to get older. Trust me when I say this, and you might not understand it, but really relish and enjoy the time you have when you're younger, because it goes by so fast, and you're going to maybe not necessarily wish you can go back to those days, which at some points you will. But yeah, you know, kind of off topic from this rant, you can see like how close I have to get for these to actually to load in. And I'm playing this vanilla, there's no mods or anything. But yeah, getting back to what I was saying, you need to appreciate life as it's going by, because you're going to wish you had the time back when you were younger, when life is simple, when you don't have to worry about some things. A lot of people are getting carried up and, you know, I can't wait to grow up so I have more freedom so I can do this, do that, because it looks like the adults are having a lot more fun and doing things because you can't, but... Trust me, being a kid is something that you should enjoy. So, enough of that. Sorry, didn't mean to make this all philosophical, even though it's not really philosophy, but, you know. Yeah, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to some of the other locations. I'm going to have to enter a console command to find all the locations of the game, because I'm stupid like that. My God, I'm so dumb when it comes to figuring out how to type all this stuff in and all these console commands. I'm a console player. I have a PC that's capable of gaming to a decent extent. Not anything crazy. But I just never really game on my computer. I like gaming on the console. So I apologize. I remember Leowin's down here. We're going to go to Skingrad, I guess, first. Or actually, we'll go to Anvil. I remember where Anvil is. It's down here, right? All right, it was. And Skingrad is right here. So where's the gate? Was it the west gate? I don't... I'm so stupid. All right, we're going to go to Castle Skingrad. Hopefully it's here, and we're going to do the side-by-side. But yeah, You guys can, I don't have the picture pulled up for myself, but you guys can definitely tell, you know, all the details and all the stuff that has changed. I mean, like I was talking and alluding to earlier, the braziers themselves, that's one humongous thing that's changed. And then we have, like the fire animations itself, obviously. The castle looks a whole hell of a lot better and more detailed, and the mountains too in the background. I mean, you can kind of see them a little bit here, but again, you know, this is on an okay PC like now, so it's gonna load in a little bit. The skies also looks a lot better in the newer picture. And of course, I don't have a goblin right here in front of me. I could probably do a console command and get one, but I don't want to be here for an hour trying to figure all this stuff out. So, like I said, I apologize. But yeah, definitely looks better. Excited, so excited to delve into this world more when we finally get the game, hopefully on Monday. But there's also the possibility, but which I think is low, because if it's going to come out, I think it's going to come out when all the leakers are alluding to. But if it doesn't come out next week, maybe the showcase in June would be my next best guess. So, yeah. We'll go ahead and we will go to Anvil now, and we will look at the statue. Now, I remember it has been a long time since I've played this game. Oh, it's nighttime. So we're going to have to wait. Here. But yeah, it has been quite some time since I played this game. I can't even remember when the last time I did play this game was.
Take this. It's from a friend.
Thieves Guild, huh? All right. Yeah, here we go. So, is there a Nern route nearby? But yeah, the last time I remember playing Oblivion, I was on the 360. I think I played it briefly on cloud gaming on the PS3, or excuse me, when it was on the PS3. Not like the actual PS3, but it was the PS3 version of the game that you could get on cloud on the PlayStation 4 when that very first came out. Oh, there is a Nern route. But yeah, you guys can definitely see the difference. Just the texture in the statue, the way the tower is here, the church, whatever you want to call it. The water too, the reflection, my God, the water is just crazy. Looks way better. The foliage, the grass, the dock, the rocks. It's just, there's a lot to be excited about here, guys. There's a lot to be excited about. And here we go. Oh, the infamous Nern root sound. Yep. Never found them all. I think I found them all in Skyrim, but I never found them all in Oblivion. I don't think I'm missing any more, so I'm going to just walk around the world of Oblivion for a couple minutes and just talk about some of my favorite things about the game, what I'm excited for. Over here by Coral. Make it a good time of day so that way we can see. But yeah, you guys can see how it was dim there because it was dusk. I'm hoping that that's what it was in that picture that we saw earlier. Yeah, this is a lot more lively and vibrant. My gosh. So beautiful. And this is just vanilla base 2006 Oblivion. Crazy. But anyways, yeah, some of my favorite things about Oblivion, obviously the exploration. In my opinion, still the best exploration out of any game I've ever played. People can say Red Dead, people can say The Witcher, people can say Skyrim even. But to me, this world has the most going for it. I mean, there might be better, you know, AI and better, like, some more, like, life going on. But just this entirety of the world just is my favorite of, you know, any of those games, where people talk about big open worlds that are the best. The greenery in this game, amazing. The secrets to, like, right here, to the shrines that you can discover, man. I mean, it's awesome. And Oblivion was about twice the size. Oh, this isn't a shrine. This is a dungeon. I'm not going to go in there because that is one of the problems with Oblivion, is that the dungeons were all made by one guy, so it was very like very samey, very repetitive, if you will. Is there an enemy? There's battle music, but I don't see any enemy. And yeah, it was made by one guy. There's actually like was there an interview with him, or there was a video on how Oblivion was made, and you can watch that and see the guy talking about how he made the dungeons and all that. And yeah, that's one of the bad things, and kind of the same with the Oblivion gates. They feel very repetitive, but again, it's forgiven because of the time when it came out. And here you guys can not as close, but you can see. Oh shoot! No. Not today. Nope. Nope, he almost got me. Whew. And that's one thing too that I hope they bring back, is this healing where you can heal with your weapon while it's in your hand. Because in Skyrim you have to like dead on switch like what you have in your hand to be able to heal. Which if they did wouldn't be the end of the world. But yeah, you guys can kind of see the difference here. It's not as close, but it gives you a gist of you know, what it looks like in base Oblivion compared to the remaster. So yeah. The weapons in Oblivion, I absolutely loved. The unique ones especially. Skyrim has it, but Oblivion did a really bang-up job. Umbra is one of my favorite weapons in the game, which is a soul trap weapon. It's unique, one of a kind, and you can find it right as soon as you get out of the sewers. You just go to Ayleid Druid, a little bit off to the side, and that's right out of the gate, like pun intended. You can do that. And I like the selection of enemies a little bit better in Skyrim. I like the Minotaurs and stuff like that. Obviously, there's no dragons, which sucks in here. But it's just overall just such an amazing game, top to bottom. I could sit here and talk about Oblivion all day. I can talk about the awesome and fun quests. Like, I'm not going to spoil a whole lot if you guys haven't played it. But like the one where you're on the boat, when you go to sleep on the boat, it's like a hotel. And you rent it for a night, you go to bed, and you wake up, and they took over the ship. It was a takeover, and you have to, you know, fight your way through, obviously, and rescue everybody. That was really cool. To the guilds, you know, the Thieves Guild is amazing. The Dark Brotherhood in Oblivion is my favorite guild of all time, or faction, in any game. Absolutely so fun. Amazing. All the guilds were really good. I don't really remember the fighters and the mages that much in this game. I remember they're good, but I really vaguely, or not vaguely, I can remember very strongly and fondly the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild. I really like those guilds in this game. How you can become the Grey Fox and in the Thieves Guild, and then how in the Dark Brotherhood, just the fun missions. You can give them the poison apples when you have to, you know, kill people. When you have to pit everyone or multiple people against each other to have them kill like the other NPC. That was crazy too. And then one of my absolute favorite things, probably my favorite thing, and it's kind of simple, and I really feel like it's missing in Skyrim, is the arena. The arena, and you being able to kill the Grand Champion and become the new Grand Champion, and then bet on matches and wager, whatever you want to call it, and then continue once you're the Grand Champion to just defend your title. Obviously, there's nothing too crazy. You're mainly fighting animals or just people, but it's something cool. And the Adoring Fan, I think everybody hates the Adoring Fan. I don't even know how many times I killed him. I would try to make him fall off mountains when I was playing this game, and I would get the Adoring Fan following me. But you really don't have anybody, any companions in this game. That's another thing that Skyrim kind of brought to the front. And, oh hell, I hope I don't die here. Oh, shoot. I might die. Oh, no, I won't. And, you can have the Knights of the Nine, but the Adoring Fan is really like the only like base game companion that you're, and I say companion very loosely, but that you're able to obtain. And as annoying as he was, I mean, and as weak as he was, it's still kind of cool that you were able to have somebody follow you around and fight for you. I mean, he'll literally sacrifice himself for you. Oh, sounds like there's somebody. What's going on over here? And that's another thing about this game. You never know what you're going to run into. Sounds like there's bandits fighting some kind of... I don't know what they're fighting. Where exactly is he? I don't know what the hell was going on with that. But, what was I saying? Anyways, long story short, I was just saying how it's cool, as annoying as the Adoring Fan is, that you were able to have somebody that actually follows you aside from the Knights of the Nine. Which, you know, speaking of DLC, Shivering Isles is one of the best DLCs of all time. So I can't wait to see how good that looks and you know, just that. Because Shivering Isles, you have Oblivion and, you know, obviously how great that is. But then you have one of the best DLCs of all time being in the mix, getting remade along with Oblivion. What is there to not get excited about? If you like Oblivion, if you like RPGs... If you have never played the Elderscrolls Oblivion, I can't encourage you enough. That's just a guard out here, huh? And in Oblivion, you were able to actually craft and create your own spells. It was super expensive. It was super... Who is he fighting now? Oh, there's an imp. And that's some of the charm of this game, just the dumb NPCs. Oh man, that imp's a little bit more powerful than I imagined. But yeah, there's a charm to this, and it's going to be interesting to see how much of it actually gets cleaned up. But as I was saying, you can create and craft your own spells. It's super expensive, and enchant your weapons. You can do that in Skyrim, but you have so much more freedom in this game that you didn't have in Skyrim. And I think a lot of people that didn't grow up playing Oblivion and only played Skyrim, or just completely skipped out on Oblivion entirely because they didn't have a console to play it, or a PC, whatever, will be very wowed by what Oblivion actually, you know, did different from Skyrim and how much more freedom that you have in that game. Granted, based off what happens in the remaster. Dude, this... Oh my god. This bandit pissed me off. Gee whiz. Getting my ass handed to me. Can't drink anymore. And there's a lot of save scumming in this game because Oblivion is one hell of a difficult game, as you guys could probably, you know, allude to based off that. I'm not gonna take nothing off him, but I don't need to sit here and just keep rambling all day. If you guys want me to answer anything in the comments below, I can. But I just wanted to come here and let you guys know that I love this game. It's one of my favorite games of all time, and I think there's very good reason to be excited for this remaster. And it's just a game that's one of my favorites, and a game that I'm very excited for. Hopefully Monday, fingers crossed, we are going to have the capability of playing this game remaster / remade. And all I can say is I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. And if you let me know what you guys thought about this video. This is different from what I normally do. I'm probably going to make my own channel and maybe just do podcasts on here and just keep it a podcast channel, but I didn't put out a video in a while. I had some computer trouble last week, so thought might as well just go ahead and throw something out here on the channel because, again, it's just me, no Troy. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Peace out.